What's up, guys? Nuance Bro checking in, and today we're going to be talking about a story pushed by CNN about Dasha Kelly, which turned out to be completely fraudulent. So earlier this month, the federal eviction moratorium initially expired, and CNN decided to run a story about the people that it impacted, and one of the stories that they did was about this woman named Dasha Kelly. Let's take a look.
Tonight, the White House saying it doesn't have the legal authority to extend the expired federal eviction moratorium on its own and is now, quote, challenging every landlord to hold off on evictions for the next 30 days. It comes as America is at risk of a full-blown crisis as millions of Americans fear losing their homes, and Congress is pointing fingers over who's to blame. Nick Watt is out front.
This is the letter. Oh, I owe $1,900.
That letter is a 24-hour eviction notice.
And you guys honestly freaked me out when you knocked this morning. I'm not going to lie, because I'm really thinking they're coming at any moment.
To throw Dasha Kelly, who goes by Kelly, and her little girls, Sharon, Kia, and Imani, onto the street. Talking about it doesn't help.
Sorry.
No, Kelly, listen, we're sorry to... Yeah.
You know what's happening, but when you start talking about it, it's different. It's like it's bringing all of my emotions back.
I'm sorry.
Kelly was a casino dealer here in Las Vegas. Loved it.
I'm automatically, come on, please win. I'm rooting for you. Like, as soon as they bust, I'm upset too. I win.
She lost her jobs, now has no car, and no money for childcare.
It's this tiny virus that has come along and just...
taking everything. I just had to donate a few days ago.
Kelly is now donating blood plasma, $100 a time, to buy groceries.
So you are managing to eat okay?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, they're eating okay. Let's put it that way. I'm like, there's days I don't even want to roll out the bed, roll out the floor. You get what I mean.
Kelly's pawned or sold nearly everything she had.
I had a bed right here. There was a TV right here on top of this stand, so I had to pawn that.
She thought about working online, but...
You lost your laptop as well?
Oh, I had to pawn that trying to keep up with the bills. So...
Okay.
This is the girls' room.
They used to have their bed right here, and they used to have a little chester.
Not anymore.
I'll sacrifice my couch. As you can see, it's a little beat up now, just so they don't have to lay on the floor because they're so tiny. 1, 2.
More than 11 million Americans are reportedly behind on their rent. Congress approved $47 billion to help, but very few of those billions have actually been handed out. Kelly applied, hasn't heard back.
Apparently it's a process, like 2 to 3 months you have to wait or something.
And that federal ban on evictions expired midnight Saturday.
Do they know what's going on?
Not really. That's something I'm afraid of telling them. How do you explain that to your kids? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any words. I think I'll just break down crying and just hug them, I guess, and let them know everything's gonna be all right and we're gonna figure it out, I guess.
Now, Dasha Kelly has started a GoFundMe page to try and cover that rent, $2,000. It's a Hail Mary. She says she's praying for a miracle, hoping for a miracle. The other thing she's hoping for is that more people would just wear masks. That way, she says, maybe more of us can get back to work. Maybe more of us can get back to life.
Now, after that piece aired, it was announced that the Biden administration was actually putting in another eviction moratorium that covered about 90% of the population for the next 60 days. And one of the people credited for this was Congresswoman Cori Bush of Missouri. She allegedly saw Dasha Kelly's story on CNN, and CNN invited her after her victory on getting the eviction moratorium extended, invited her on to CNN to speak with Dasha Kelly.
So Kelly, the Congresswoman saw you last night on the show in the piece about you and your girls, and she said about you and your children, I quote you, Congresswoman, we're working hard for you, and I know what it's like to be their mommy. Kelly, do you have anything to say to Congresswoman Bush tonight?
Yes, absolutely. It's an honor to even speak with you. I'm just so fortunate right now. This is beyond me. You don't understand. Like, when I put that up, I never thought that anybody would have reached out, especially CNN, and then to hear that a congressperson, my story reached you. This is just amazing. I'm so thankful for that there's people like you out there. I'm so thankful for it. Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Kelly, you and your
Apologizing,
family,
excuse me.
no, you and your family deserve representatives that care about you. Our country deserves to have representatives that represent. And so this is the least that we can do for you, is to step up and make sure that you get to stay in the safety and the comfort of your home while we work on other things to help make sure that your life and the lives of your children are better. This is our work. So you don't even have to thank us. This is our work. This is the least we can do for you.
And we should just let you know, Kelly, the GoFundMe just went up to 97,000 while we were speaking. So, thank you.
I'm sorry.
I was just
What
saying
did
the
she just say?
GoFundMe is now at 97,000.
The one that was at 89 a minute ago?
Yes.
Is she?
Yes, 97,000.
This is crazy. I'm sorry. This is crazy. Oh my God. She just said it's at 97,000 right now. This is crazy. Thank you guys so much. Oh my God.
You and your family are worth it. You and your family are worth it. You're worth it. You are worth having your needs met.
Just yesterday, just not having a clue just yesterday. This is crazy to me. Like, this is crazy.
Community.
Oh my God.
Community. Yes, this community that came together to help a woman who completely lied and defrauded people out of thousands of dollars. Because if you haven't already gathered from the thumbnail of this video, Dasha Kelly is not those little girls' mother. Now, of course, CNN portrayed her as a single mother raising 3 daughters. She referred to herself in this way, as you can see on her GoFundMe page, where she says, "Hello there, my name is Kelly, and I have 3 daughters living in Nevada. We were maintaining just fine before this pandemic hit. Now we are suffering. We do have EBT for food and also applied for CHAP. However, they do not assist immediately. We owe $1,900 for rent alone, not including utilities. I will figure out utilities by pawning a few things. As you all know, it is entirely still too hot to be homeless. My daughters are aged 5, 6, and 8. Please help with anything you can. Sincerely, my beautiful girls and I." And of course, this story was shared by all the usual suspects. Now this, who of course subsequently deleted their tweet. Folks like Ben Crump, who's an attorney always associated with BLM-related events, and he still has his tweet up. Of course, CNN promoted their own story, and now they have since taken it down. But as you can see from this Washington Post story, a GoFundMe topped $200,000 after a woman said she and her kids faced eviction. Then their real mom came forward. And if we scroll down, we can see, but days after the CNN clip aired, a woman came forward and said that she was the girl's mother. Kelly then revealed she is not the biological mother of the 3 girls who sat with her on the couch. On Monday, she posted an update to her fundraiser, informing people that the 3 girls, age 8, 6, and 5, are not her biological daughters, but her partners. Although she doesn't live with the girl's father or the children, she said the 3 recognize her as a mother figure. So let's get this straight. She is not the mother, even though she claimed to be. She's not a single mother because she's neither a mother nor single because she has a boyfriend, a partner, who that person is actually the biological father. So they have their father in their life. They also have the biological mother in the life, neither of which is Dasha Kelly. Now, CNN did an update on this story where they included some of these new revelations, but they still tried to kind of defend Dasha Kelly and their initial reporting, and they decided not to call her out for the fraud that she is. But we don't have to watch all of that now. I'll include a link in the description box below. But the real mother published her own video talking about the situation. Let's take a look at that.
Basically, I'm upset because this lady used my 3 kids. Knowing I've been struggling with my kids for the longest. I've been having them for years and years. And you have the nerve to go on national TV, claim you're getting evicted, that you had the 3 kids with you, and racked up on a GoFundMe page, if you go look for her name, $200,000. And I'm over here at my job, working 2 jobs, but everybody's feeling bad for something that's not there. I am working 2 jobs trying to make a roof over my head, and everybody's sitting here on a GoFundMe page and donating $2,000, $1,000 for the kids that's not even hers or with her. Those kids are mine. I'm with them. They're with me. I take care of them. And that's why I'm so upset.
So there you have the actual biological mother of the 3 girls. Her name is Shadia Hilo. And she's working 2 jobs, has 7 kids, and is an actual single mother, unlike the woman, Dasha Kelly, who is defrauding people of hundreds of thousands of dollars with this woman's kids. Now, Shadia Hilo's best friend was also interviewed by someone who's done a lot of investigative journalism on this particular episode here. It's Turtle Boy Daily News is, I guess, the person who did the investigative work here. I'm going to reference more of his work, and I'll leave links in the description to his website and things like that. But he interviewed the best friend of the biological mother here, and here's what she had to say.
They pretty much just went over for a visit, you know, trying to co-parent or whatever, let him see the kids. They went over there for a visit because it was one of the girls' birthday. Shadia even brought food because this man didn't even have food to provide for them for the visit while they were over there. And he kind of like been working this scheme up since July 14th, and we didn't even know. So I guess CNN came in the meantime, and he just was like, oh, I'm keeping the kids until the GoFundMe clears. That's exactly what he told her. He told her he would give her $9,000 and just to be cool.
So he told her that I'm going to keep the kids until the GoFundMe clears.
Yes, like I have so many text messages that she screenshotted me of him, and he's pretty much telling her, oh, no, tomorrow. So he's basically trying to hold the kids until the GoFundMe clears. And regardless if Shadia has legal documents or not, as far as custody in place, that should be illegal. That's like holding the kids for ransom. He hasn't had them all these years. They're being the primary care.
This sounds like kidnapping.
So there you could see the best friend of the biological mother to those 3 girls explaining how the biological mother dropped the kids off at the biological father's house because they are no longer together, but you know, they try to share custody of the children without going through the courts and all of that stuff. The biological father is, of course, dating or a partner of this Dasha Kelly woman, and he's apparently been concocting this scheme since mid-July. CNN gets there, I guess, towards the end of July, beginning of August, so it's been a couple weeks in the making that he's been concocting this plan. She allegedly has texts to back up these allegations. And then he kept saying how he would give the kids back to her once the GoFundMe clears, because they were worried about the funds not clearing. In fact, he offered the biological mother $9,000 to keep her mouth shut so that this stuff wouldn't be exposed and they wouldn't lose their GoFundMe money and be exposed for the frauds that they are. Now, Turtle Boy Daily News also has some other documents here about Dasha Kelly on his website. You can see here, for example, the eviction started in October of 2020, and that this wasn't her first rodeo. She's also had an eviction in 2009 against her in Arizona. She's also filed multiple lawsuits against the casinos that I guess she's worked for or something like that, both of which were dismissed without prejudice. And I'll be linking this in the description box down below as well. And there are some other allegations about this woman, which I haven't been able to completely substantiate, so I'm not going to include them, but they don't look good. I mean, none of this looks good, but some of these other things also look pretty bad. We were dealing with some dishonest actors here. CNN has not fully copped up to their lack of investigative journalism. They haven't fully exposed these details. Again, they didn't call her out for the fraud that she is. They kind of updated the story, much like how she's updated the story, saying, well, the claim is, oh, well, she's a mother figure to the children. She doesn't mean a literal biological mother. Okay, but she also claimed single mother of these 3 kids. She's not a single mother. The biological father is how she even knows these kids in the first place, because she's dating the guy. And the biological mother is in their lives. In fact, The biological mother is the one that dropped him off at her house. She doesn't live with the kids. She's not the biological mother of the kids. It was a complete and total fraud. Now, from what I remember, the peak of this GoFundMe campaign did reach $230,000 just about. But now, as of this recording, you can already see it's still sitting at a healthy $184,000. So in the end, it seems like the person who committed fraud, lied to people, and used someone else's children without the biological mother's consent on national television, claiming she was the mother when she was not. In the end, that person seemed to have won. So I guess in the words of Congresswoman Cori Bush, who helped perpetuate this fraud, you don't even have to thank us. This is the least we can do. You are worth it. All right, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Social media links are in the description box below, as well as merch. Support us at nuancebro.com/join, and I'll see you next time, bro.
You don't even have to thank us. This is our work. This is the least we can do for you. You're worth it.